Thanks for tuning in. So this is going to be our abdominal breathing, or deep belly breath, lower belly breath, whatever you'd like to call it. Diaphragmatic breathing. Alrighty, so a few key points before we start this anyways. Most of us tend to, throughout our day, so the diaphragm is our breathing muscle. That's what it's there for, to help us to breathe, to inflate, to deflate, inflate, deflate. That's the function of this muscle. Unfortunately, these days, the way we live with busy schedules, lots of things to do, always go, 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 tick off the boxes and so forth, being in a lot of stress due to pressure and so forth. Well, 21st century, you know what it's like, you get the idea. So we tend to breathe through our chest instead of doing a diaphragmatic breathing. That means that this muscle starts to tighten because we don't use it. So just laying there, being dormant, not being flexed, not being stretched, nothing. So just tightening up, and it's sort of a muscle deterioration in a way because it's not being used. While meanwhile, we're breathing from here, shallow breathing through the chest, and what that's doing is it's actually occupying our respiratory organs for breathing. Which means that, in turn, our respiratory organs can't really do their usual job and function for the respiratory system. So that also explains a lot of people, like I noticed that in my bodywork and yoga sessions and so forth. Most people do have tension in the neck, shoulders, upper back constantly. It's a constant thing. There's those nice points here that I work on with people. So just above your collarbones, stick your thumbs in here, push down. You feel very likely quite nasty sensation going for me right now. It's going all the way through to the chest, may go through your shoulder or whatever. So that's a sign of very likely shallow breathing. That's where I want to get at anyways. That most people that feel tension here in the jaw, in the neck, and the shoulders, upper back, it does come back more often than not to the way we breathe. So if we breathe too shallow, we're engaging those muscles and we're growing tight here, creating the tension in the back and in the jaw. Because this is all, as we know, our body's interconnected. There's nothing functioning by itself. So that was my quick round to just introduce this breathing, because I don't think that it's something we should practice in a breathing session, in meditation before our yoga class, but really it's something we should start to integrate and become really aware of all throughout our day. Because the diaphragmatic breathing does bring our body back into balance, as for, the organs that are meant to do a certain job are going to do this job again. So diaphragm for breathing, respiratory organ for the respiratory system. But it also helps us essentially with longevity and keeping our body nice and healthy and in this balanced state, because breathing from here helps to massage the heart and all our inner organs, which is pretty amazing. So you can basically, that's a longevity practice. The more you breathe from your lower belly, the more you relax and massage all these inner organs, and you increase this longevity in it, overall state, but also really toughen up and strengthen your inner organs and your heart. Alright, how fantastic. So let's get started. If you want to lay or sit, that's completely up to you. Laying may be easier for the start, just because it really allows your body to completely turn off, completely relax all those muscles, relax this physical body, and focus just on breathing. As you know, there's no point in doing this if you're feeling tension while you're sitting. It's just harder to focus on your breath. So, however, find this comfort, this position that's comfortable for you. Then we're just going to close our eyes down from here, and we bring one hand, say the left hand, into our lower belly, so just below the navel, and the other hand into our chest, just above the heart. Beautiful. I'm just starting with a couple of nice and normal but deep breaths to really tune into where we're at, to notice how our breath is flowing through the nose. Exhale completely before we start. And on the next inhale, taking through the nose, I invite you to take this inhale all the way down into this lower belly. Really creating a Buddha belly beneath this left hand, allowing this hand to expand outwards. Then the last portion of this inhale is going into our breast, our chest, and our upper hand is rising. And then we exhale, chest, lower belly out of the nose. The body beneath our hands deflating. Next inhale, right into the lower belly. Left hand expands out. Then the right hand expands over the chest. And exhale, deflating the chest, deflating the belly out of the nose. Now find your own rhythm, your own pace here. Inhale into this lower belly. Then into the chest. Exhale completely, chest, belly. Now to be more precise, I want you to maneuver 80% of every inhale into this lower belly. The remaining 20% into the chest. And then exhale the chest, exhale the belly out of the nose. Inhale 80% lower belly, 20% chest. Exhale, chest, belly out of the nose. And just continue on for yourself. Inhaling lower belly 80, 20 chest. Exhaling chest and belly out of the nose. Inhale, lower belly, chest. Exhaling out of the nose. Just keep going here in your own time. Notice how breath is flowing, notice how it's feeling. Once you finish your practice, notice how your body's feeling afterwards. From a tension point of view, notice how your mental emotional state is from a state point of view. And yeah, feel free to send me any questions, comment below, give me a feedback. And thank you. Namaste.